Welcome to the second episode of the Sellouts, featuring me, Jaren.
Hello.
And today we have a very special guest, that is Elliot. And today we doing a project for Dystopia, which means technically our first two episodes of this podcast will be basically lost media. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
they don't exist.
yeah, they don't exist to the public. We're gonna start episode 3 and people are
Yeah.
gonna question. But
Yeah.
anyways, so with that, we are dystopias because, we need this for a grade.
Yeah.
Two of you do,
Jaren,
I don't.
yeah,
Please give us a good grade, Miss Silver. We love you.
I do for
you're
the love of
you're
Christ.
Unk. You already graduated, so
Don't you dare call me
Crying.
alright, you choose who goes first when we're about describing our things.
Me. Aislinn.
Okay, so my dystopia is House of Death, and it is set in true America, aka President of America went, grr, I don't like that I'm just America, so I'm gonna take Canada and Mexico because I have the military to do it.
Familiar.
Yeah. So he does that, and now it becomes true America. But it is a government-funded competition reality series based off of like Big Brother and all that stuff.
Big
And
Brother ripoff. Boo.
yeah, but this idea came from a place where I noticed that a lot of people would do anything for just money and capitalism because it made me think of like capitalism and like TV shows or like competition shows because Fear Factor would not exist if these people weren't getting paid. And like that's like
True.
you see it with streamers like who I'm gonna explode 5,000 fireworks in my house. Whoa.
500 cigarettes.
But yeah, that's my area and my dystopia of our mixed dystopia. So
Your
that
area of
means I will
expertise is on
pass
Mr. Beast.
I will be passing the torch over to Elliot to explain their side.
Okay, so there's not really an overarching name that I've given my world, but the main like organization within it that is doing like all of the big bad evil dystopian things is Haro Division. It's basically like a Polish version of the Red Room, if you've ever watched Marvel. And then the main character, oh my god, girl has been through it. So she was killed during a training exercise, and then like they decided to just go full Ghost in the Shell, and her body was crushed. They salvaged her brain, put it in a cybernetic shell. So yeah, big bad evil organization. No one likes them. But it's okay. They believe they're doing the right thing. They kill anyone who they don't deem worthy. Basically, if you don't have a job and are not like contributing anything to society, you're just dead. You're gone.
Bums.
Exactly.
But so that leads us into our characters. So I have 3 main characters inside House of Death. We also have some stuff outside, which like post of our things, which you'll see on your descriptions. We mainly kept it in line of what's in our dystopia, I think, for the Blocket. So
it's mainly in like canon order and like how everything goes.
Yeah, well, I have 3 main characters being Peyton, our main girl, which she's
We love her.
amazing. She did anything to win, to be honest.
She's a diva.
Yeah, she helped with set, Um, and overall she's just very smart and, charismatic. Then you have Derek.
She's a girl boss.
Derek was Peyton's like lover, but unfortunately only one person can win House of Death, so he died in front of her.
That's rough, buddy.
On live television. It started
Imagine.
like 98
it makes for some good
others.
TV.
Yeah.
True.
So
It
did
does make
98
for good TV.
others. And our last one is actually the one that rounded out our top 3 being Sebastian, which Sebastian is like
him.
he was in the cartel, which I think is cool. He faked his death and just left to live presumed dead. And that's my characters. You got any cool ones?
Okay, yeah. We have Nikita, which is basically the girl I was describing before that died and is just a cybernetic shell now with her human brain. Um, she's very like I don't know. She's not a really social person. There's not really much I can say about her. She's kind of just there.
They're all
Um,
same.
yeah, she's kind of just there, honestly. Um, and then we have Mira. Um, she is basically okay. She's the opposite of Nikita in many ways. She's really social. She's very approachable. The way that she tries to uphold her end in society and not end up on Haru's radar is she's a baker. She provides food for the towns aren't really existent at this point, but she provides food for people. Um and she was the main one of the main reasons that Nikita escapes Haru. She was the main driving factor. She helped her. And then rounding them out, like the big three out, we have Lorelai, which uh what? She's like couple years older than Nikita, I want to say. And where Nikita was in Wrath, a more infiltration and surveillance phase cohort, Lorelai was in Reaper, which is more focused on like the actual killing. And then we have like the more minor characters, that being Lorelai's older sister, Clara. And then the original leader of Haro, Teresa, and then her daughter, Zofia. There's not really much that can be said about
Oh.
Teresa and Zofia since they're such minor characters.
I also like to say that I also have, the host of the show for me, but also that later on Peyton and Lorelai get together.
Indeed. And Nikita and Mira are kind of like they get together after Nikita escapes.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Lorelai? Because I know that we just talked about Lorelai, and also Lorelai's pretty interesting.
True. Okay. So with Lorelai, her story and like Nikita's story have like major differences. So Lorelai, how she gets into Haro was there was basically like an aptitude test to see like where the girls excelled, how like physically capable they were. She was forced into taking that by her school when she was like around 10. So she takes that and then they show up to Clara and Lorelai's like apartment, and then from there they just kind of take her. Clara doesn't see her for like I want to say 10 years down the line when she randomly shows up at the safe house.
Yeah, and do they know their ages?
No.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when the girls are taken by Haro, they well, of course they know their age when they're taken, but there's no really like concept of time within Haro besides like days. Like you don't know how many days have gone by. The intake paperwork will have like the girls' birthdays or whatever, but it's not like expressly celebrated, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like in hit book I Have No Mouth, but I'm a Scream, where Am plays with time, but not actually,
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, so, we have a little bit of the past to talk about. I know I kinda lied earlier and said that we didn't talk about anything in the future, but I do. I do, which means Peyton is my lovely lead, and weirdly enough, as much as, the book and, like, the title, if we ever make it, is around Nikita, Peyton is a really big underdog in this, mainly for the small part that House of Death had. So,
We love her.
after her winning reign, due to the sponsorship between Haro and House of Death, she has to do like this winning tour to go through the building and interviewing all these people. Now, it's all
Think
boring.
think think the victory tour
Yeah.
within the Hunger Games.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that. Um, but a lot of them don't talk because they're not, like, the They haven't had an human interaction, but there are two that stuck out to her that talked to, and that was Nikita and Lorelai. And during both of their segments, she says, "I'm only doing day one." It was a 2-day thing because there's so many people. Then she says to both of them, "Do I trust you?" And they're like, "Yeah," because they had a good connection. They want to get out of there. So she's like, "I'm making a safe house in Australia for residents
Oh
of
wow.
Paro. Find it whenever I find it, and whenever I make it, I will get to you. It doesn't matter, a bird with a letter or not." But that's how the safe house is created, and the rest of the story will follow after
Yeah.
both of our dystopias. Which,
Yeah.
now that we have yapped enough about our dystopias, now it's time to yap about other parts of our dystopias, like the map, which we should be holding up in real life. Yeah, 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 that. All right. Here's my blueprint of my area, and what you have Poland on yours, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're just pulling in like a little bit more of things. We have our characters and where they would reside, which you can point to the stars, people in real life. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do that. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, lock in. Let's go.
All right. Anyways, now for done with the fun meta jokes. Our co-host of this, well, me and Jaren are both co-hosts, but our
Yeah.
co-host of this main podcast and my favorite artist friend, decided,
We love
we
you.
had to make propaganda. So I
Yeah.
said, instead of making something that I didn't really like, or, something that didn't stick out to me, I was going to just commission a friend because it was nice and the nice thing to do. So it is going to be on screen about right now, and I will lead this with Jaren. How is it like drawing it? What are your inspirations? All that.
Nice. First of all, commission is a strong word for someone who made zero money. Second of
I
all,
mean,
uh,
Pay your artists, people.
yeah.
I'm
I
an
just got the
artist. I
friend
don't get
discount.
paid. Yeah. What was the question again? What was it like drawing?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fun experience. It was decently fun considering how it's been a while since I've been able to just like do some like weird horrors, like body stuff. Because a lot of my art lately has just been for like a different class I'm taking in graphic design. Um, yeah, no, and so I basically just went through the process of like looking up a lot of reference images from like medical textbooks and whatnot in this one museum I forgot the name of that just like has a lot of like examples of like what a real human body would look like, say for example, without skin and whatnot. And basically, I just had to reference like a lot of anatomy for my artwork and whatnot. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just I it was also a weird experience trying to go through a lot of different thumbnail sketches entirely because Aislinn gave me no reference of what, she wanted. So
Because,
I just kind of had to wing it.
well, also in a way, I
Just
wanted
throwing you
like
under the bus here.
'cause I know that you're also like very like artistic and like with horror and stuff. We bond over horror a lot. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to leave a lot of, creative liberties and freedoms. And also, don't think I just left it to him. I will be also putting the piece of propaganda that I made on Canva right now. Um, because I also did a piece of propaganda. I just didn't leave it all up to them. But I know that when it came to your like body research, I also know that your forensics class, because you didn't go to our school. You went to Ledgerd. Ew, right?
Oh.
Uh, yeah, because I'm on a
Ledger
podcast
forensics
for another
sucks.
school, I legally have to say that the other one is the worst one, or else I will be fired.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, anyways, so your school has
Anyway.
forensics, right? And I heard that that was also another big inspiration.
Yeah, that was also another one because we would occasionally go over like how some anatomy works in contact with, well, let's just say extreme amounts of violence. So, which for a horror artist is strangely helpful.
Yeah. So that is great. Now, for the people that are listening for our Blook It later, we have covered all the bases. So now we have 4 more minutes to just talk about the rest of this. So this is where
Yeah.
you can space out people in the back. You can space out. Um,
Yeah. You
let's talk
can tune
about
us out. We do not mind.
I have been
um.
tuning you two out since the start.
Well, you're not taking the
Okay.
Blook It. But
We should just give
so
him the booklet just
yeah,
to
we're gonna give you the
mess
booklet
with
after
Oh
this.
no,
Have
please.
you?
The last 4 minutes.
him.
Oh, I mean, we could coordinate that. Hold on. Cut.
Wait, no.
Hard cut. If nothing happens, we didn't decide on it. But if it didn't, we're gonna hard cut. Anyway, so now that all the questions are gone, we made our friend Jaron do it in the background, and we'll reveal his score at the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
Next is, we're just gonna talk about the future because that's always fun. So after these, we have some fun. The host and Theresa, gang up to try to get Peyton back because the
Yeah.
host wants to do this.
Because they're evil and they suck.
Yeah, and the host wants to do this grand all winners, blah blah blah. So they do it. The host tries to sneak attack Peyton. The host and Theresa. Theresa kills the host and then kidnaps
Yeah.
Peyton, which creates a whole thing where she puts her in the role as a spirit, aka one of the coders of the technology, because Peyton's a
The
good
only actual
coder.
competent one, by the way.
Yeah, the only good one. Where she codes into these other cybernetics. Hey, uprising this day. Where she gets all the robots to uprise. Then Lorelai, Nikita, Mira, and Lexi, which is a minor character, but
She's so minor, she doesn't even get mentioned.
she gets mentioned on the paper, but that's about it.
Yeah.
They go to save Pan, blah blah blah. Then Zofia rises to power after her mom's dies, and then Clara and Sebastian wander into the safe house, which is always fun. We love two minor characters, and then
Yeah, Clara's just like trying to find her sister diligently after like 10 years, but it's okay.
and then
It's a vibe.
Sebastian just wants to live, and then they have a kid, and then that's where the story kind of leaves
Ooh.
off with a happy ending. But
Yeah.
now, give me a second
Happy
that I pull
ending.
up the
Happy
score.
ending said as if Zofia isn't lurking in the background, but that's okay.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. So we did the quiz off camera, and that was
Yeah.
so much fun. And our Jaren over here, who had to sit through this, got a
93% accuracy.
93% accuracy, aka 14 out of 16 questions. Wowee.
Yep.
See if you can beat Jaren, and
Ooh.
I will message Jaren myself how many of you guys beat them. All right?
Yeah.
So that's it. We have been the Sellouts featuring Elliot this episode. Make sure
Ooh.
if you ever have an opportunity to sell out, do it. That's terrible advice. Don't.
No,
Um,
do it. Next time we're
Long
gonna
live
be
Haro
talking
Division.
about the stock market.
yeah. Next
Stock
episode,
market.
talking about the
Ooh.
stock market, how crypto is good.
Stock market.
Uh,
Yippee.
we're gonna
Wolf of
talk
Wall
about how Miss
Street.
Bromley's class has infected us personally. And that's it. Bye.
I know everything in that class.